Oh gosh. I'm having extreme computer problems since our broadcast earlier showing the anomalies in the clouds from above. Usually I'm taking the pictures. And I just listened to part of that off my TV in another room. It's a scanning thing. It's not even a computer. And I don't even know what this is. What is going on here? My computer is just doing whatever it wants. This is supposed to be a video on how to build your own template. So for the internet, for small channels like mine, that we used to get our info from other channels, but they seem to have been taken off the air, or they lost interest and they're no longer doing it, one or the other. So there's always new people that want to come up and do it. This is my dog Cody. Everybody knows Cody, man. I thought I would show Cody because he keeps me calm while I'm trying to get my computer to run. Now this is really making me mad. I just got an alert up here. Wait again. I had the blue screen of death the other day. We were talking about whatever. I was over to Target on something. Today, I just now listened up on TV, no computer involved, nothing. I'm playing back my video just to see how the audio sounds because I was using a backup computer in case of emergency because this thing goes down. And it's like 1 frame per minute. What the hell happened? So, before I start my tutorial, I want to make sure I'm online because I had trouble getting online with the other computer. And while I was making it, I thought, because it kept kicking me off and reconnecting, that I may have to upload that video if it's even important enough to do. I doubt it. It's just, I found some weird stuff over Lake Michigan and whatever. Okay. I think we're online. Let me make sure the other one's muted. Okay, we're muted there. How do I look? Oh no, my battery is dying on this one. Alright, well, I know I'm online, so. I won't need the headphones for this round. Because I'm not even going to listen to myself because I'll just get aggravated. So let's hope it works. Fast forward a minute or so. As soon as you start seeing the space stuff, that's where the tutorial is going to begin. Test, test, 1, 2. Here we go. Alright, you met Cody Man. He is the official Wags Chicago. That's the CGO means, by the way. Chicago. He's going to be walking us through this tutorial. Here we go. Okay, for those, I didn't realize a lot of these channels have been gone because ever since I got into this, I started doing it. I started figuring this out and doing it myself. But most people don't realize you can make your own template. So all the information you need is a observer, is a NASA reporter, whatever you want to call us. All I say I am is I'm documenting half-truths, missing data, all the time. But the data doesn't go missing unless an event happens. So if we have waves of energy, something weird happens, the magnetic shield collapse, something like that, they'll deny it if they even answer it. I've seen them take channels off the air back in 2017 about this when we were having those big EMPs on the, or what do we call it, on the sun. And now we're getting a ton of energy from the direction of the sun, but also from behind the earth as well. Nobody has an answer. Nobody from the government will tell us anything. So that's why there's people like us that just track it, because we're hoping that we put all our minds together. Maybe, why is this screen all screwed up? maybe we could all figure some out. And even if we don't figure it out, in the future, somebody's look at this 666 across here. Can you believe this? Are you seeing this number? This is on my screen from the other day, July 15th. Look at the speed. It's showing the speed of the. This is incredibly high. It never goes this high that I've seen. 1666. What are the odds that this is paused at 22:34 hours, and the speed, which can't be, is 1,666 kilometers per second? Really? Why am I not getting any control of my screen here? All right. And am I even on? So I'm going to start from a new screen here. I apologize, it's starting like crap, but I have no way to get online here. I'm waiting for my computer to catch up. The other podcast is all screwed up. You see me, the voice turned out. A lot of times they'll flip me sideways and let the whole video run sideways. And then you'll hear, like the other night, halfway through the video, I just garble out and there's nothing. It's just like white noise. So, when you get the attention, why is my screen so small? There we go. Alright, that was my fault. Okay, let's start right here. This is ISWA. It's the site that all the other channels, most of them, are getting their information from. So they put their data, quiet! They put their data, as I finally get this working, now he's going to go with his big mouth. Alright, we'll get this going. Up here you got all the different categories, right? Well, for the one that you see almost all the time, go to magnetosphere, that button right there, okay? I think it's page 7, no, 8. All the way over, so they don't want you to even find it. Page 9. This is the one you see all the time. You click on it, click on this one, and click on this one. That'll open up all 3. These are the most common 3 that you see on all these sites, right? But now you can do it and make your own template. Okay, where is this one? Again. So you drag these around any way you want. So you can set your plate up, or screen up, whatever you want to call it. Your bag jet. You can put this over here. Okay, but first let's go to the one with the speed. This one. So the Z cut gives you the speed. Okay, that's this one here. The equatorial cut. So there's your Y cut and Z cut. The Z cut gives you the speed. The speed's over here in the right corner. You can make this full screen if you want to by hitting that button. Bring it back down. You bring this button down, and then move it back to where you want it. Okay. What I was thinking of doing is putting these two side by side, and then go over to solar. Pull up. You could hit the arrow or you could hit the page number, okay? But when you're on solar, that's where you're going to get the cameras that you see everybody use. The Soho, the stereo, the one that shows, this one here I think shows it good. When you get the hole in the sun, this one shows it. This is the SDO A1A 193 angstrom. So here, you hit the play button down here, right? Watch the dates, because some of these cameras aren't working recently. They're all turned off. We had a big event at 6:30 this morning, I found out. The eclipses are happening again. I don't know if this is planned. I assume it was. I got out of that drama 2 years ago. Because it happens a couple times a year. Everybody has different answers for it. Nobody knows what it is. But I'll show you in a minute what I'm talking about. But let's keep making our template. See what I just did here? I hit the play button. That's this little record or whatever player button. You open up the date. That pulls this up. I always go about 150 frames. It starts with 10. I do 150 frames. That's going to take you from this time, the current date, time, and then back 150 frames. Hit apply, and now you're going to see it loading. It's going to take a minute to load because it's a lot of data. But that'll take you back a day or two. depending on which data you're looking at. And then you can increase it from 3 frames a second. I just leave it at 3. But change it to 150. Now, this is where you catch them lying all the time. So here, it's going to start playing. So you go back. It's starting right here. It starts at 220. They're not allowing us. Right now, we know there's a problem. We know right now there's a problem. They are not allowing you to go back. What's the current time? Now, if you ever get confused on what the current UTC time is, go to Solar Ham. That's the best way to look. Solar Ham gives you the current time. I like that. If I could use my computer, it'd be kind of cool. It'd be really cool if I could use a computer for more than 10 seconds. Maybe show the solar page and then show another page. It'd be so cool. And then my voice matches with video. Holy cow. This would be amazing. I'm still waiting to get on my screen here. This is amazing. I love it. I love it. I'm trying to teach people how to make their own template, and he won't let me do it. Because the last video, I zoomed in on some weird artifacts in the video. Now they got the whole IP locked out. The whole, what do you call it? Whatever the ID of your router is. Come on. Well, this is going very well. Very well tutorial. I can't do anything. I'm locked out. Whew, I'm getting aggravated. But that's what they want. So, let's go back here while we wait. Anyways, since the fact is they won't let you go back more than an hour, there's a problem. That's how you first know, as a researcher, there's a huge problem when you can't go back to 150 frames. They are locking data. They're scrubbing data right now as we talk. Right now. I found it about an hour ago when I was getting ready to do this program. When I told you at 6:30, 100 hours, 0630, there was a huge eclipse that happened off of one of the cameras here. So, again, we got the eclipse thing going on that doesn't exist, but it exists. And all that scam keeps happening all the time now. Didn't used to happen before. No answers. Not a dang straight answer from anybody. Except for us that don't really know, but we're trying to. So we at least record this for future. Because eventually we're going to figure this out. And there's days I don't do this. So that's why I hope other small channels see this. Even though this is turning into a cluster F. I'll try and make another one if nobody gets it. Just go through this and watch what I'm doing. Set up your template the way you want. Okay? Throw in and make it smaller. I don't know how you could design your page out however you want to. But here, I'm going to do this. I'm going to put a little sun up here. And we'll take stereo. Hang on. Let me get another picture view here. Most of these aren't working. So let me see if I can find one. Stereo A. I think stereo A works, right? Okay, that's showing today. Now, this is the one I had up yesterday, which is now deleted off my computer, that was pulsing. Every 15 minutes, there was a pulse. And I'm hoping we can still capture it, but I didn't get to go. Look at this pulsing here. They are cutting all the data. This is 220, an hour of data. 2 hours, maybe. So let's see if we can go back 150 frames. Now I see why my computer's not working. They do not. Look, I can't do nothing. This is a fresh booted computer. There is no reason none of this is working. I'm going to back out. I want to start this over. This thing's ruined as it is. I'll be right back. This is Wag Chicago.